I love you all. I miss you all. Hope to see you all again sometime soon. And it's that when he came that night, I had to actually be in between making sure my wife and him was fine and then dashing to practice and then heading back to the hospital.
Wow.
But while I was to practice, I wrote a poem for him and I published it on Facebook. And I told a friend of mine, I think the reason that the book was held up so long was I was waiting for him.
He was waiting on that.
And I was able to add the poem for him into the book. And then for me, honestly, I felt the book was complete.
Wow. Okay. What's it called?
My son.
Very fitting.
How beautiful are you? I forget the meaning of joy until I saw you smile. In your eyes the very greatest spark glows bright. My heart weeps with joy upon your birth this night. My pride is a brittle twig compared to my desire to protect and love you. My soul is an overflowing chalice, for it is filled with a desire to guide you from all hurt and malice. In passion and desire your body was formed. In the heart of omnipotence your soul was born. With a purpose unique you are in every way. Tiles of guidance and strength I will lay. Eternal gratitude I extol to the Creator above, being gifted me an opportunity to fill your life with love. For even after this world has been received back into the eternal Son, I will even then cherish the gift you are, my beautiful son.
All I can say is this brother probably had all kind of woman when he was growing up. Because you got sugar on your tongue, my brother. That was an amazing tribute to your son. And I can only imagine as he gets old and starts to read it and appreciate it, 10, 15 years from now, when he can really appreciate the words. His mind is moving.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
That's beautiful. Very nice. Okay, let's do another one. You say you had...
I don't want this man nowhere near my wife. This fella sharp. You good. It's nice writing.
No, man. I have one joy, and that's my beautiful wife. I'm going to read one of the love poems for you real quick. This one is called Beautiful Love. I did a little quote. It says, passion is a fire that consumes and burns inside. Nor can you control it, nor can you detect its approach. Dearest love you are, brightest of the heavenly stars, lovely outside for all the world to see, ravishing on the inside, a person of character, strength, and beauty where only divinity can see. Your chocolate-tipped fingers so sensual to the tongue, your inferno-filled kisses makes a man supplicate for more. If you stop, his heart still longs. Your smile so radiant should be kept hidden away, for it dissolves the strength of a man's inner soul and renders him a slave to your love every day. Does the northern star in its sea of night be so bold as to try to shine more splendid than you? Or does the sun scorch intensely that it would try to ignite a fire or fervor from above in the sky as you do? These have neither the power nor the hope to compare to a figure of grace such as you, for these are placed there for a purpose, quite true. But a creature of your magnificence and love could have only been fashioned by the omnipotent Lord above. No confection or delicacy has a taste as sweet as your kisses, nor any fine linen the ability to compare to the petal softness of your skin. Your sweet whispers makes the very trees turn from green to red and blush. Your voice calms the storms of a man's heart and makes the roar of rage to hush. My jewel, more precious than any on earth, I give my heart to you from ashes to ashes, and until I once again am embraced within the dirt.
I say it again, this man got sugar on his tongue.
But well, let me ask you, the name of the book, Tirade of the Heart. Tirade, we think of something wild and crazy, but the poems are so calming and soothing. I mean, reading it, the whole book is just very soothing poetry. Why Tirade of the Heart?
Have you ever heard a silent scream? You're in a place where... have you ever heard a silent scream? Like you're in a place where you want to scream and everything just comes out so forcefully, but you can't make a sound? That's how my poetry is to me in my heart sometimes. It's there and it's just bursting and get out. And the only thing I got to think of when I was writing it was to say Tirade of the Heart.
Okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah,
interesting stuff.
Very, very good writing too. I think it's always great when a male in particular can articulate and be in touch with his inner feelings. We're taught to be rough and tough and, well, don't worry about that. Don't cry. Suck that up. Don't, it was all I can make your mind. So it's always interesting and fascinating to me when we see a male who's kind of, you've gone in a completely different direction. You've actually turned that upside down.
The thing is, for me, poetry is a way for me understanding that I'm a man and I'm a complete man. I have emotions and I have strength. My emotions doesn't make me weak. Yeah. I can't love my wife, myself, or anybody else completely until I understand who I am as a man and an individual.
My emotions do not make me weak. It's so important that other brothers out there, strong brothers, hard-working brothers, good brothers out there could hear that. Your emotions do not make you weak or any weaker than you are.
No, it connects you.
Embrace them.
It connects you to yourself. It connects you to God, and it connects you to every and everything actually around you.
And in particular, those relationships that are very close to you, for your wife, your children, is very important.
And I think the problem with our society with a lot of young men is we teach them not to understand their emotions.
Right.
That's why there are so many frustrated and angry young men walking about, because they don't know how to get that anger out in a proper manner. So they turn to all kind of violence and different things. And sometimes it's just the fact that they're hurting and they don't know how to express
A
it.
lot of times in the beginning, it's not anger yet. It's just a feeling.
True.
But as it festers, it becomes anger, rage, and then it explodes. Because, like you said, we're not in touch. We're not encouraged to have outlets for that as young boys and males.
Males growing up.
Mm-hmm. Well, Beaumont, you've got Tirade of the Heart. Can we expect more from you
Well,
in the future? What's next?
I have a number of other projects actually on the work. I have a single that I'm trying to actually get out, hopefully before the year's out. And shouts out both to my sponsor and my producer, Empower Media, Mr. Todd Marshall. He's an awesome producer. And
single as in singing?
Single as in song. I'm trying to get it out. It's a song called My Only Love. It's something I actually wrote for my wife. I'm actually also with the poetry book. What I'm trying to do is, because I want to appeal to a wider audience, both the men and the women. So the content will be the same, but the cover of the book will be one for her and one for him. So it'll be like his and her poetry books. That's something I'm actually trying to get out before the Christmas so they could have it as a gift. Okay. And one more shout out to Prince Masters, Rochelle and the crew. They are awesome. They did the refurbishing of the book and the reformatting, and it is beautiful. It's actually what had me conflicted trying to decide which cover to go with. Mm-hmm. But out of that was born the idea that I can actually do a his and her book, which would appeal both to men and actually the women. Because I know ain't on us guys will be walking around with no flowery book.
Right. So, wow, you're a triple threat, maybe quadruple: singing, acting, poetry writing, and then you said rapping. Well, so, hey, wow. Well, this is great stuff, and we wish you all the best. This is wonderful. Thank you very much. A great read. Very relaxing, calming poetry here. Tirade of the Heart by Beaumont Todd. You have one more for us there, you think? One more in you?
Well,
before we go to our break?
The last one will be the one I did for my daughter. Honey, I know you listening. I love you, but you know that's a special one. They got to pay to read that one. It's called My Gift. My breath stops as you take your first. In that moment, I dedicate my life to you, to ensure your life is love-filled and you to never know hunger or thirst. A wave of joy begins to creep up my spine. First a slight tingling, then a glimmer of warmth until it radiates through my smile. I never knew love could be so beautiful until I met you. My desire for childish antics disappear as a vapor, as I stay in awe thinking of the wonderful journey you just came through. Wrapped in a blanket of love, I gently push back a curl as I send a silent prayer of thanks above. Never before have I known such joy, nor even as a toddler with my first new toy. For all the stories of kindness and eternal unconditional love came true. For in my arms I hold the most precious gift life has to offer, and that, my dear darling daughter, is you.
Beautiful stuff.
Yes, sir.
Beaumont Todd, the book Tirade of the Heart. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best with it.
And thank you so much for having me.
Keep up the good work.
Do that next one. Come back and tell us all about it.